I knew something was wrong the moment my mother's voice cracked. It was subtle, too subtle for anyone else, but I'd trained myself to hear fractures where people pretended to be whole. "Sweetie, about Christmas." And just like that, the floor under me cooled. I didn't interrupt. I just listened as she inhaled, exhaled, then dropped the truth like a soft grenade. "The trip to Hawaii. Your sister thought it might be better if, well, maybe you skip this year." Skip? As if I were an optional accessory to my own family? As if I should disappear quietly, the way my sister preferred whenever she needed the spotlight to herself. I hung up without a fight. No yelling, no demanding explanations. Just a calm, "I see," and the silent click that followed. Because I already knew what this was. Back then, when we were kids, I used to think my sister, Lily, sparkled. People gravitated to her. Teachers adored her. Even stray cats seemed to choose her lap instead of mine. I didn't mind. That's what big siblings were for, right? To give, to cushion, to protect. When she married her husband, Evan, they were broke and optimistic. Dangerous combination. So I opened my door. A spare room was easy to offer when I believed loyalty was reciprocal. I told myself it was temporary. 3 months, maybe 4. But generosity grows fangs when unappreciated, and mine were sharpening long before I realized why. The signs were small at first, whispers behind doors that went silent when I entered. Lily's eyes flicking to Evan before she spoke, as if rehearsing a script I hadn't been given. My parents' sudden cautious tone around me. Then the evidence arrived in the most insulting way, an accidental text. Sent by Lily to me. A message meant for my mother. "Don't tell her. She'll make it weird. We," as if excluding me from the family I helped hold together was some kind of gift they were giving themselves. For a moment, my lungs forgot their purpose. But the anger never erupted. It cooled, crystallized, turned into something sharp enough to carve out clarity. This wasn't about Hawaii. This was about hierarchy, about how easy I'd made it for them to use me. So I stopped being easy. I didn't react, not outwardly. Instead, I walked through my house, the one they lived in rent-free, touching door frames and light switches like I was reacquainting myself with territory I had abandoned. I realized I'd been treating my home like a hotel they controlled. That night, I drafted a simple, immaculate notice. 30 days to vacate. No emotion, no explanation. Just the reality they'd forgotten. My roof, my rules. I slid the letter under their door at 5 a.m. By 5:03, I heard Lily gasp. By 5:05, Evan's footsteps thundered down the hall as if outrage could intimidate ownership. He waved the paper in my face. "What is this? You're being dramatic." I smiled. A small, calm, infuriating smile. "No, I'm being fair." Lily tried to argue, but every sentence she formed collapsed under the weight of the truth she didn't want acknowledged. She'd bitten the hand that held her up, and now the ground was disappearing beneath her. Over the next month, I became a ghost in my own home. Silent, observing, untouchable. They tried everything. Guilt, tears, manipulation, even dragging my parents into it. But I let their calls ring. I let the messages pile up. I let the silence answer for me. And as the boxes stacked in the hallway, I watched Lily's confidence crumble. Entitlement is loud until eviction becomes real. On move-out day, she stood in the doorway with swollen eyes. "I can't believe you're doing this. We're family." Finally, I looked at her. Really looked at her. You remembered that too late. Evan muttered something under his breath, but even he knew the battle was lost. They walked out carrying their belongings. I walked back in, carrying my peace. 2 weeks passed before my parents' tone changed from demanding to pleading. Your sister is devastated. She didn't think you'd take it so seriously. Can't you talk to her? But I'd already talked to her. I talked through action, through boundaries, through the simple truth that respect is not optional. Their calls go to voicemail now, not out of spite, out of self-preservation. Because I learned something in the quiet aftermath. Family doesn't get to exile you and then expect sanctuary in return. You can only shut someone out for so long before they learn how to lock their own doors. And mine? They're locked gently, firmly, and for good. Now they're begging. But I don't bend anymore. Not for guilt, not for blood, not for people who mistake kindness for permission. This Christmas, I won't be in Hawaii. I'll be somewhere better, at peace.